Hi, I'm Swarika Sen, course instructor for Geotechnical Engineering 2. In this presentation, we will learn how to find varying capacity of piles in sandy soils by SPT N value method. We know that to find varying capacity of piles in sandy soils, we usually use the equation QU is equal to QB plus QS. And even to find QU by SPT N value method, we will use the same equation where QU is load bearing capacity of a pile, QB is load taken by base, and QS is the load taken by skin friction. So the total load acting on the pile is taken care by the load at the base and by the skin friction which acts throughout the length of the pile. So that is what can be seen here from the figure. QU, that is load acting on the pile, is taken care by load at the base and load due to skin friction. So we write QU, which is acting downwards, which is the action, is equal to reaction by QB and QS. So QU is equal to QB plus QS. And this QB can be written as ultimate unit point load resistance at the base into area of pile at the base. We know that pressure is load by area. Since we have to find what is load, we will multiply pressure to area. So QB is the pressure and AB is the area. This QB is referred to as ultimate unit point load resistance at the base, and AB is the area of pile at the base which is in contact with the soil. And QS is the load taken by skin friction. So it is found out by multiplying average unit skin friction resistance of the soil over the pile depth and cylindrical surface area. So QS is average unit skin friction resistance of the soil over the pile depth, and AS is cylindrical surface area, that is the perimeter of the pile which is in contact with the soil. To find QB and QS, empirical correlations which are developed by Meyerhoff in 1976 will be used, and those give relation between QB, QS and SPT N values. So now first we will find out how to get the value of QB. So QB for driven piles in sands in kilonewton per square meter can be found out using formula 40 into N into L divided by P, where N is the SPT value which will be given in the problem, L is the total embedded length of the pile, and B can be either width or dia of the pile. For square pile we need to consider width B, and for circular pile we have to replace B by D. So D will be the diameter of the pile. With this formula, calculate the value of QB, and this value of QB should not be greater than 400 N. N is nothing but the SPT N value which will be given in the problem. Like for example, if we get QB as 500 N, then we have to take it as 400 N itself, because QB cannot be greater than 400 N, where N is the SPT value. And QS can be found out using formula 2 into N average, where N average is the average N value for embedded length or the depth, and this can be found out using equation N1 L1 plus N2 L2 and so on divided by the total embedded length. So here in this figure we can see a pile which is embedded for length L. The values of N1, N2, N3 for the respective depth will be given in the problem. So we will have to substitute the values of N1, L1, N2, L2 and so on to find the average value of N. So N1 represents the SPT value for length L1, N2 is the SPT value for length L2 and so on. AS is the skin friction resistance area, so it can be found out using 4 into B into L, where B is the width of the pile, so B plus B plus B and plus B will give us the value as 4B into the total length of the pile, which is L. So 4BL will give us the area which takes part in skin friction resistance. And if it is the circular pile, we can find out AS using formula pi into D, which is the perimeter, into the total length of the pile, that is L. So AS can be written as pi D into L. Now we'll solve a problem. A 40 cm square precast RCC pile is driven by 9 meter into a sandy bed. The standard penetration test results performed on this ground are given in the table. So for respective depth, the values of SPT are given. For 1.5 meter, N value is 4, for 3, 6, for 4.5 it is 12, for 6 it is 12, for 7.5 it is 20, and for 9 meter it is 24, and so on. And here we can see that the length of the pile, or the length for which it is embedded into the soil, is 9 meter. So this is 9 meter and its corresponding value of N is 24. We need to compute the factor of safety available if 1100 kilonewton of compressive load is applied on this pile. That means here in this problem we need to find what is factor of safety. Q allowable is given. To begin with, we will write down what are the given data. The width of the pile is given. It's a square pile, so B is 40 centimeter, and if we convert it into meter, it is 0.4 meter. The total length of the pile is 9 meter, that is for the length for which it is embedded into the soil. QA is 1100 kilonewton, and the values of SPT and the corresponding lengths are mentioned in the table, that is N1, L1, N2, L2 and so on. So with this we need to find out what is factor of safety. We know that allowable load can be found out using ultimate load divided by factor of safety. But in this problem we are asked to find factor of safety, so we will find out factor of safety using equation QU divided by QA. In the problem the value of QA is given and we have to find out what is QU. To find out QU, the formula used will be QB plus QS. QB is load taken care by the pile at the base, and QS is the load taken care due to skin friction. So same equation can be written as QB into AB plus QS into AS. To find QB, that is pressure, we have the formula 40 into N into L divided by P. 40 into N we will keep as it is because we need to compare it with the value, that is 400 N. So 40 into N into embedded length is 9 meter divided by B is the width of the pile. Since it is square pile, we will consider its width, which is 0.4. So once we calculate, we get it as 900 N. And this 900 N is greater than 400 N. Hence, we have to restrict the value of QB to 400 N itself. And now we will substitute the value of N to find what is QB. N is 24 for the embedded length of the pile, that is 9 meter. So we will use N value 24 corresponding to the embedded length of the pile, which is 24. So 400 into 24 will be 9600 kilonewton per square meter. Now we will find out what is AB. AB is nothing but the area of pile at the base. Width of the pile is 0.4, so area will be 0.4 into 0.4 since it is square pile, which comes out to be 0.16 square meter. Now we have found out QB. Later we have to find out what is QS. QS is equal to 2 into N average, where N average can be found out using formula N1 L1 plus N2 L2 plus N3 L3 and so on till N6 L6 whole divided by the total length of the pile. Here the value of N1 is given as 4. So 4 is N value for length 1.5. So it is 4 into 1.5. Then for next 3 meter from top, the value of N2 is given. So for 1.5, the value of N2 is 6. Then for next 1.5 meter length, the value of N3 is 12. So substitute all the values of N1, L1, N2, L2, N3, L3 and so on, and whole divided by the total length. Total length of the pile is 9 meters. So we get N average as 30. So QS is equal to 2 into N average. N average is 30. We get it as 26 kilonewton per square meter. And area which is contributing to skin friction will be 4 times the width of the pile into the total length. So AS will be 4 times width of the pile, that is B, into the total length of the pile, that is 9 meter. So substitute the value of B and L over here. So 4 into B is 0.4 into L is 9. We get AS as 14.4 square meter. Now we have found out all the values to get the value of ultimate load. So QU will be QB AB plus QS AS. QB was found out to be 9,600, AB is 0.16, QS is 26 and AS is 14.4. So with this we get QU as 1910 kilonewton. In the problem we are asked to find factor of safety, so use equation Fs is equal to QU divided by QA. QU is 1910 divided by QA is 1100, which is given in the problem. With this we get factor of safety as 1.74. Thank you.